National League MVP trophy stays in Philadelphia. Hi and welcome to the Daily Sports Update presented to you by Toyota. I'm Amber Wilson for CBSSports.com. 2007 started off with the Philadelphia Phillies struggling. 2006 MVP Ryan Howard was only hitting .220 with 9 home runs through 2 months of the season. They couldn't get any consistency in their starting pitching, and they had a revolving door at closer. But still, they hung in there in the NL East and clinched the division on the last day of the season as the New York Mets finished off their record-setting tank job. So how did the Phillies stay in it? Well, basically, Jimmy Rollins carried them most of the way. J-Ro played in every game in 2007 for Philly and led the league in runs with 139. He hit 30 home runs and stole 41 bases, all while playing a Gold Glove shortstop. Rollins edged out Rockies outfielder Matt Holliday in a very close race as he received half of the 32 first-place votes. Well, before all the Thanksgiving football takes center stage, it was time for the first marquee matchup of the 2007 college basketball season. It's only November, but whenever Michigan State and UCLA get together, kind of feels a lot like March. Maybe that's because one of these two teams has been in the Final Four 7 of the last 13 years. And who knows, both these teams could be around in March as well. But for now, it was the CBE Classic Final from Kansas City. The Spartans took a 36-27 lead at the half, but UCLA was too tough down the stretch. Josh Chips scored 14 of his 18 points in the second half. Freshman Kevin Love put in 21 points and 11 boards, and Luke Richard Mbamute hit a three-pointer with 28 seconds left to finally take the lead. Bruins are now 5-0 as they attempt to return to the Final Four for the third straight year. In 2003, it was Dwayne Wade and the Marquette Golden Eagles in the Final Four. Gone is Wade, but head coach Tom Crean couldn't remember a more dominating performance than the one Tuesday night in Maui against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Gerald McNeil scored 20 and Dominic James poured in 18 as number 11 Marquette beat OSU by 30 to reach the final in the Maui Classic against Duke. And what a tough week it's been for the University of Oregon. Last Thursday, the football team loses their shot at a national championship. Then they lose their Heisman candidate quarterback. And then last night, its 12th-ranked hoops team falls to St. Mary's College. Ernie Kent, who once coached St. Mary's, witnessed the Gaels' first win over a ranked opponent in almost 3 years behind freshman Patrick Mills' 37-point performance. Mills is one of 3 freshman Australians on St. Mary's making an immediate impact. But today, it's the Oregon Ducks feeling down under after the 99-87 loss. Last year in the NBA, it was the Mavericks making history by losing to a Bay Area team as they ducked out of the first round of the playoffs, of course, to the Golden State Warriors. Tuesday night, the Mavs were making more history by overcoming a 24-point deficit to win a game in regulation. Dirk Nowitzki hit 4 straight threes to end the third quarter, which brought the Mavs all the way back from their biggest comeback ever in a regulation win. In 2006, the Mavs trailed the same Raptors by 24, but tied it up and wound up winning it in OT. The Jets' upset win over the Pittsburgh Steelers wasn't the biggest story coming out of Giants Stadium on Sunday, surprisingly. The stadium announced that it will bolster security in an effort to crack down on rowdy Jets fans who chant obscenities at women during halftime. This coming after the New York Times reported that Jets fans gather on a pedestrian ramp and urge women to expose their breasts. Thankfully for all of us, the Jets are on the road tomorrow on CBS at 4:15 Eastern. That'll do it for the Daily Sports Update presented to you by Toyota. Keep your mouse right here at CBSSports.com for everything you need to know in the world of sports. And if you missed anything here today, stop, refresh, and rewatch. Happy Thanksgiving, guys!